So I wonder why I feel pain when the rain fall from the sky. That's all my partner tears making heaven cry. Sent you a message when the pigeons fly. Goodbye, listen to the reverend, preach about a legend 24/7. I'm missing you in my presence, you will never die. I wipe my eye while the quiet sing a lullaby. So some respect we apply in a suit and tie. This was a lie, I can't deny. Sin is believing, I had to accept you no longer breathing. I bury you decent when I carry you reminiscent. Relive every memory is a reason. Different partner joining Jesus every season. Leaving me grieving in morning. Call home either evening, night, evening, or morning. And be gone with no warning. We born to feel leaving. This world is a blessing, no less than a curse. The pain never lasts, and I'm strong, but it hurt. Won't be the last time I visit my homie in the church. Touch a casket. Remember you laughing, dark glasses with a witness your hearse. Witness your bundle of flowers around a hole in the dirt. Witness your picture on the shirt, and I'm asking to witness many more days on this earth. What could be worse? I'll be the first in this fashion. Tell you with passion. How bad did it hurt? How bad did it hurt? How bad did it hurt to just breathe, breathe, breathe for all of my partners, for all of my partners. No, I haven't forgot you. No, I haven't forgot you. Breathe, breathe, breathe for all of my partners.
All right, what's up with it, everybody? Man, I'm fucking excited, man. I just got my trainer. I'm on the way to go meet my trainer right now. Most people don't get their trainers as quick as I did. So, I'm gonna be with my trainer, going over the road. We got some loads already. Good thing we gonna be coming back and forth, so I'm gonna be staying in the hotel starting off. I ain't gonna be having to worry about sleeping in the truck right now. He said it's taking loads from here, going Kansas, going to different states, and then coming back, you know, to where he'll keep me in this hotel every day, to where I ain't got to worry about, you know, sleeping in that truck and shit while it's so hot right now. He said we might do some loads longer, but he thinking about how he gonna prepare me mentally. So I'm on my way to go meet him, man. I'm excited as a motherfucker. Whoa. I'm walking, man, right here. I'm going through. I'm finna go meet my trainer. So I'm on the way right now to go meet my trainer over here in this truck. Y'all can see me, man. Y'all see me? Y'all see what it do? Nobody gonna hold me back. Yo, I'm walking right now, man. I'm walking through the parking lot to go over here and meet my trainer. This is where they park all the trailers, man. You know. So I'm walking right now, getting ready to go meet my trainer. He gonna give me the rundown on what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, gotta figure out how to get out of here. Not sure how to get out of here, but he told me over there where they got some bobtails at in that great building over there. I'm gonna have to go over there. So, just trucks galore out here, man. I mean, trucks galore. Trucks over there. Trucks everywhere. And this is just one step of me authentically getting cash, man. Authentically getting ends. Easy, man. It ain't no other way to say it. Authentically getting ends. This is the start of my new journey, man. You know? So, man, I got to go meet my trainer the very first day that I met him. I made it to his truck, man, and we chilled out in his truck for a few minutes, man. He chopped it up with me, told me a little bit about his background, and, you know, gave me some assurance that I was in the right hands, man. just went over all of the experiences, quite a few experiences that he had coming into Prime, and some experiences over the road. And it was just a really good, really good conversation, man. Starting off, man, I felt really comfortable. And I was blessed for that, man, because I was glad that he made it comfortable for us to kick it off right from the start. What's up with it, everybody? Yeah, Ricochet, man, back at you, man. So today I'm over here, my first day, gonna be doing some training with my trainer. Last few days I've been in orientation and going over paperwork, getting cleared, background, drugs tests, and stuff like that. Just going over the necessities of what I gotta do to become a professional truck driver. I'm in Springfield, Missouri. Here in Springfield, Missouri, man, I'm at the biggest refrigerated truck driving company in America. This is an outstanding place, man. It got some similarities that remind me of my previous job when I think of home office. So I'm currently at the Springfield home office, the main terminal. They have so many of them across America, but I'm at the main terminal. I live in Houston, so this main terminal is the closest one to where I was at. So when y'all looked at my last video, I was telling y'all about me doing different things, and I was moving on to better things. Like, I'm a firm believer, man, when one door closes, another one opens up. This is just a testament to how God works. I thought it was gonna be some trouble trying to get here and trouble trying to get on. And I've been thinking about this for like 8 months, and I got to do what I got to do, man, in order to continue to survive. I got to continue to make the same amount of bread that I was making at my old job, and I'm still employed with them, by the way. I still get a check from my old employer every 2 weeks until further notice. But until then, I'm gonna be going through the truck driving school. You see out there in the back there, that's trucks, man, and that's the pad back there. I'll be on the pad today, or we might do some loads. Cool cat, man. He got some ties to Texas. All his family live in Texas, Houston, and then on top of that, he moved his family down here. But he a cool cat, man. So, Sniper Gang, what's up? I'm gonna be a part of the Sniper Gang. Everybody that he done trained, the hundreds of people he done trained, they still stay in contact, and they consider themselves the Sniper Gang. So I'm gonna be considered Sniper Gang. Like all of these trainers, they take pride in what they do, and they continue to stay in contact with the people that they train, and they create like social media groups and different things like that, and YouTubes, and then on top of that, they stay in contact while they over the road. And they got a app that locates each other. It kind of like that everybody know where everybody at. You know what I'm saying, at all times. And if they're in the same vicinities, they go park with each other and kick it and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that, man. So I done got connected with some folks already, man. I'm gonna be a part of their group, and that's gonna be my support system while I'm over the road learning. Yesterday I was in the truck with him for about 3 or 4 hours. We just sitting there chopping it up. Then all of a sudden, man, people came. People that he done trained, and they all got in the truck. So we was all in the truck, man, just kicking it, chilling. He ended up doing a little podcast and stuff while we was all in the truck. He do a podcast every Wednesday. and we all was in the truck chilling, kicking it. So I can't wait, man. I just want to let y'all know where I'm at. What's up, everybody? We out here on the pad today. Sniper gang right there. My trainer, one of my other teammates, sniper. We out here practicing our maneuvers. Primeinc. So at this part, man, my trainer, his name is TV, man. He the truth, man. Very patient. Um, he lets you make mistakes so he can show you how to fix them. And he's teaching me right here the maneuvers in order to back this truck into this spot without hitting the cones, without going over the line in the back there with the trailer. It's part of one of the requirements for the CDL exam, and I say that this part it's a difficult part, man. It's something that you're gonna have to do every day, pretty much, when you're driving trucks out on the road. You're gonna have to be able to maneuver these trucks into tight parking spaces and into doors at shippers and receivers. So this is a critical step, and you got to take your time with it. I tell you that it wasn't something that was easy for me. I had to really understand the angles, and not only the angles, you got to be able to have some type of reference point to be able to say, okay, well, this is how many feet away from the cone I'm at. I'll be able to bag up just enough to where I'll be able to park the truck into the box without hitting the cone. And you know, when I first started doing it, I was okay. I felt real comfortable after a while, but um, things like this is gonna take repetition. The more you do it, the better you get. Um, my trainer was really good with showing us how to identify if we were in good spots or bad spots. He's an unapologetic instructor. Y'all check him out on his podcast, man. His name is TB, man. He's real, man. He's able to show you, and he sees and identifies where you making those mistakes at, and he gets out and makes you come and measure. And when you measure, you get accustomed to understanding how far away from an object you need to be in order to make that trailer swing around without hitting something on the opposite side. If you know you have X amount of space on this side, you know how much space you should have on the other side to be able to swing it in. And this is me, man, and this is kind of nerve wracking because you want to be able to get this, because this is one of the maneuvers that a lot of people have difficulties with. And if you don't get this, you won't pass your CDL. So he had to spend a little bit more time than me with me than the other two. The other two guys that's in my team, they were here 2 days before me, so they were able to practice just a little bit more than I had at this point, and they was kind of getting it a little easier. They were catching on to it a little easier. Me, this particular day, this was on a Friday, and primeinc, this on Fridays it makes you it asks that all employees wear red in honor of uh, the military and people who's abroad, the veterans. So every Friday, you'll see this. You'll see everybody out here with red on. But in this particular case, um, I was nerved up because prior to this, I didn't video it, but I hit that cone, and that cone, it's like 5 points taken off when you do your exam. So what he's doing right here is he's getting up here showing me, he's looking in the mirror, showing me what to look for, uh, to cut the triangles in half on my landing gear. And that way I know how much of an angle I have. If you look at that bottom mirror right here on this mirror, you'll see that I'm cutting a triangle in half. That's me trying to make sure that I have the correct angle in order to bag the truck up into that position. He's up here right now showing me, telling me what to look for, looking for my reference points from that point of view. Um, you know, it's one of those things that you have to make sure that you have the correct angle. You turn your tires the correct way, and you'll see me swinging the truck into the box. I'm far away from the cones in front of me. I'm not going over on the opposite side, and I have the truck all the way in the box. So now what I got to do, I got to make sure that I either pull up to straighten the truck out or either bag up because I want my trailer to be inside the back of the yellow box. So he was kind of happy that I was able to do it. Over a period of time, I got better and better at it. But I didn't get it all the time. All the time, it was a different scenario. There was a different angle, and you got to make sure that you count these dotted lines and you park your wheel in a Pacific one to make sure your truck doesn't go out the backside of the box. So this was a difficult task, but at the same time, it was pretty good, man. I enjoyed it. This is a different type of maneuver. This maneuver here is one of the ones that I'm still not as great as I would like to be at. This one is a little bit more harder for me, and I think that in most cases, for most people, it's the easiest one. Uh, I just gotta understand and learn my angles and learn to be able to look at the right reference points, be able to look at my tires. And this one right here, I think out of all the maneuvers that he taught me was the most difficult one for me. And I'm not sure why. Um, it just was the most difficult. And it was not even a lot of turning and anything. It was more of a little angle, and you're trying to pull your back tire between a cone and a line without hitting either one of them. And that one right there was the most difficult. I was getting frustrated because when I first did it, I did it with ease. And then as the days approached for me to get my CDL, the anxiety started to build. And not only did the anxiety start to build, I was kicking myself in the ass because I was failing at doing certain ones. And my other teammates was retaining the knowledge that he was giving them, and I was struggling. And I think it had a lot to do with me not wanting to lose, but then there was a lot on the line for me to make sure that I get my CDL. I could not fail this. And at this point right here, this was a particular day that the stress level was way up for me. I had done really well up to this point, and this one particular day, this is the day that I don't know. I just was having a hard time, man, with a lot of stuff. I couldn't sleep the previous night. We were out there early in the morning, and I just had a bad day that day, and I was really trying. I was struggling, but my trainer TB, man, he was really patient. He was determined to not let me fail, so he was pulling all the tricks out the hat. Anything that he could possibly tell me and show me, um, he was doing it, and then he wasn't holding back. He was telling you. He'll straight up tell you when you mess up. You mess up. He'll tell you how you messed up, why you messed up, and then on the same time, he'll tell you how to fix it. I think my biggest thing was is that for me, being that I was there after the other two teammates, they had been there a few days. I'm not gonna say that I was in a competitive type of thing with them, but shit, I wanted to get it just as good as they were, and they were a little bit more advanced. So the things that I was struggling on, they had already struggled on them and overcame it. So the pressure was kind of on me because I would be the last one to go when it comes to driving or the middle one.
I used to always want to go last or second so I could get an idea of how they were doing it to pick their brain, in other words. And as time got went on, I began to get more confident in what I was doing. You have to have confidence when you're driving this truck, man. You have to make sure that you are being very focused. That's on the road. That's when you're parking. That's when you're getting loaded. Any little small thing when it comes to this machine can be costly. So I think that overall, my trainer was giving me different ideas, and I latched on to all of them, and I made them work for me. And the ones that I was struggling at, I began to get better and better and better. I wasn't perfect. I was still having some errors, but I was getting better and better and better. And for the most part, I just think for me, I'm a learner by doing things. So the more I do it, the better I get. You know, I might knock it out the box the first time, but that second time I might struggle with it. But in this case, man, the more repetitions I got, the better and better I got at it. The more and more confident I got. The more and more my trainer was encouraging me and motivating me. Um, he was giving me different insights on, hey, calm down. Hey, you got to be able to do it this way. You got to understand this. And by no means was he being any way aggressive or rude. He was being patient, man, with a steady hand. When I tell you, TB, the truth, man, I don't think that there would be anybody in this whole training program that I would have rather had. Um, Everything just kind of hit home, man, with him, man. Like, even when you didn't have a good day, he still told you good job, told you where your failures were, told you where your accomplishments and wins were, kept you encouraged and motivated. And I think that right there is the kicker to making people successful out here. You get somebody that's not going to be disciplined enough to know that everybody learns different, then you're going to have a hard time trying to learn, because that person is going to be trying to force something on you instead of allowing you to get it at your own pace. And that's what he did, man. And it's going to pay off in the end. For sure, it's going to pay off in the end. This is on a Friday, and I test for my CDL exam on a Wednesday. So I still have a few more days to go to where I'll be able to practice these maneuvers more and more, learn how to identify any type of thing that I might be doing wrong to correct it. But for the most part, this is how my day went for the last 2 weeks. Just every day out here on the pad, every day out here driving this truck in our own little world over here, man. This truck is an international. It's called an international. They have different trucks. They have Peterbilts, Freightliners, different trucks. This international was a truck uh, that I learned how to drive on first.
My teammate practicing this straight line back. Straight line back. He got to bag that truck through them cones and all the way through without touching the cones, and straight line back. Straight line back. Told me he wanted me to get him too while he's driving,
Pushing out here, man.
Yes, sir.
Between the mayonnaise and the mustard, goddamn me.
All right, mayonnaise, mustard.
Oh, man, come on, man.
Yes, sir. It ain't gonna be nothing like being able to see the country though. You know what I'm saying?
That shit trippy, man.
I was telling my partner, they was like, you ain't driving, man. They already knew you ain't.
I've been to the mountains.
I was telling you. Got a few partners that want to do this, but they nervous about driving a truck. I said I was nervous at first too, but once I started doing it and got here, and I told them I have a good trainer though too. You know what I'm saying? That's most important.
You sing them on too, bro. I'll put them on. I'll put them together.
Yes, sir. I got you.
They gonna be nervous till they start seeing you run that bag.
That bag go all the way up, and they gonna be like,
oh, we don't see you want to get that bag.
yeah. It ain't that bad. Man, shit, I'm loving it.
So on this particular day, man, I was driving through the Ozarka Mountains. We had a load. This was part of our training. We had to each drive a specific amount of hours to advance on to do our CDL examination. So I'm not sure if this was one of the first times or second or third times. I can't remember. But I just do remember that I was in some mountains at this point. We was going through some pretty steep grades, going up and down mountains. And TB was teaching us how to handle certain situations. In my case, I was driving while it was raining. So I got the feel of the truck while it was raining, going down mountains and loaded. It was a good experience for me. And that's one of the things that my trainer did, man. He made it as comfortable as possible. So that way, if you encounter these situations in the future, you know how to handle them. From when to slow down, how to stop, read your signs, and then also using your Jake brake. Just certain things, man, that driving one of these trucks require. The most important thing is going to be focus. You got to stay focused. You got to think of safety. You got to think and take all precautions, man, that might help you not hurt nobody and help someone else not hurt themselves. Um, trucks are dangerous. It's a dangerous job. I give a lot of respect to truck drivers after understanding what they had to go through in order to get to the point to earn their CDL. You have to understand you have to earn your CDL, and earning your CDL is not easy. In this case, I had saw almost a mile away these cars parked on the shoulder. Um, my first initial reaction is that I needed to get over and give them their space. Driving this truck, man, you could be flying by somebody parked on the side of the road, and that's how collisions happen. That's how people get hurt, even to the point that the wind can hurt someone and knock them down if you're going by too fast. So that's some of the things that TB taught us, man, and it's going to be something that's going to stick with me the rest of my trucking career. Um, he taught me a lot of things. These mountains that I'm in have some pretty steep grades. We was going up and down some pretty steep grades, and when you load it, that truck, uh, it kind of gets pushed by the trailer. So you have to know how to brake, when to brake, so you don't mess your brakes up, and it's just a lot of different things that go into this, man. And while we was going through that, we was having fun, man. And in these few pictures here, in these clips, man, you'll see all three of us, man. Shout out to Dobie and Jado. That's TB right there. Um, That's me and him right there the day I gained my CDL. You heard me right. I gained my CDL. It wouldn't have been for this group of people right here. It would have been a lot harder. Shout out to TB. Thank you for everything.
What's up, everybody? Ricochet, man, coming back at you. Today, today is a really good day. Hope everybody having a blessed and prosperous day. Today is my last day here at the Campus Inn. I did a little thing. I did a big thing. But today is my last day here, man. I'm gonna be taking a flight back to Houston today. I'm gonna go back to Houston for the next 5 days, and then I'll be going over the road with my TNT trainer. The only way you go over the road with a TNT trainer is if you accomplish your ultimate task. And the ultimate task of coming here is to gain the CDL. So that's gonna be the big thing that I'm announcing right now, is that I did get my CDL. So I am very proud of myself, man. It wasn't easy. I saw a lot of people go out there and try, fail, try again, fail. So I accomplished that goal, and that's what I set out to do when I told y'all I was gonna take y'all on my journey. So the first steps of my journey of gaining my CDL, I've been able to accomplish that, and I'm excited about it. So it's a big deal. It's not something that's super easy. So being able to do that in a short time frame, in the time frame that I did that in, I'm excited, man. I'm just so proud, and I'm thankful. God showed me blessings and showed me favor in getting that, because that's what I set out to do. Through God, all things are possible. So I prayed about it. It led me to this position where I'm at now, and now I'm on to the next. So I'm gonna go home, man, and shout out to everybody in H-Town, man, that's going through it because of the storm. Prayers for them. My family going through it. A lot of people are still without electricity and stuff like that. So I decided that before I go over the road, I'm gonna go home and check on home. Go home and see how my mom and them doing, making sure that I got them set up, because I'll be gone for another month and a half, and I'm gonna bring you some footage of that too while I'm over the road. I did get my trainer, my TNT trainer. I haven't got to meet him yet, but hopefully we kick it off on a good foot. He's from H-Town as well, so that's an even plus, because when he's ready to go home, I can ride home and he'll drop me off, and then we'll be ready to go. He'll call me and we'll go back out. So that's a plus. That's a real huge plus. I ain't gonna rush nothing, man. I ain't gonna rush nothing, This is gonna be the next 30,000 miles with this person, and all I'm gonna do is pick his brain, man. I'm gonna try to learn as much as I can, because once I get done with that, I'll be doing what's called an upgrade. And an upgrade is where you will get your own truck at that point. So over the course of, let's say, 2.5 months, man, you'll be driving alone. You'll be driving on your own, making your own decisions, planning your own business. Because I'm gonna be a lease. I'm going lease, so I'm a go lease for 90 days, and then I'll decide if I want to buy my truck from Prime, or if I want to go ahead and give me a truck from a dealership. But the biggest thing is that I was able to accomplish my CDL, and I can't stress how important that was for me. That just opened up a door for a whole new career path. If I would have failed at that, then I would have went back to the drawing boards and tried to find something else to do, right? In this case, I created a plan. I wrote the plan down, and I'm checking everything off the list as I go. And that's one thing that's checked off the list. I'm gonna protect my CDL. Your CDL is something that you gotta cherish. Everybody can't be professional truck drivers. I'm a professional truck driver right now. I still got a lot to learn, but by law, I can operate a commercial motor vehicle. That means I can move freight across the country in a semi, and that's not an easy task. You got to be special to be able to drive one of these things, and it takes a lot of grinding, a lot of patience. It takes a lot of hustle, because you got to work at this every day. Since I've been here for the last 2 weeks, there has not been a day that I have not worked towards that goal. Whether training with my team, training with my trainer, shout out to TB, shout out to Dovey, shout out to Jadu. Them boys was a huge part of that as well. But yeah, man, we did it. We was able to accomplish that with this company. I'm officially hired on. With Prime. So I'm a Prime employee as of yesterday. So that's the goal. Everybody here starts off with a white badge, piece of paper, and then you go through orientation and you get a green badge, and then once you are able to accomplish the goal of becoming a CDL holder, you get a purple badge, and upon that completion, Prime immediately puts you on their payroll. So yeah, this is a wonderful company, man. I'm loving it already. I'm the type of person that likes to lock in with a company, and once I lock in with a company, I try to be as loyal as possible. I try to make that that company a focus point in my life to build off of, and right now that's what I'm doing. I'm building. We way down on the building blocks, but they gonna continue to stack up. I'm looking forward to it too, man, because it's a lot of money to be made with trucking. There's a lot of people doing different things. People do car haulers, people do dump trucks, people do tanker, flatbed, refrigeration, intermodal. There's just so many different ones that you can look into doing, and there's a lot of good companies out there. The company I'm starting with, it was the best path for me to get to this point, and we'll see how it goes. The good thing about earning my CDL here is I can take it anywhere with me. It's with me for the rest of my life. It's mine. It's with me for the rest of my life. So I ain't gotta really worry about that. That's gonna be my career here on out. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. What's up, everybody? Ricochet, man. I'm finna get ready to go back to H-Town. I did it. I got my CDL, man. Mission accomplished. So I'm gonna go back. Spend about a week at home, and then I'm gonna go over the road for about a month and a half. Man, this is a wonderful experience. Right now I'm standing outside of the Millennium Building waiting on the shuttle to take me back to Campus Inn. It's just such a good feeling to know I accomplished the goal that I wanted to accomplish, man. Thank everybody for their prayers, or whoever prayed for me. Y'all know who y'all are. It's only on go now. All I needed to do was to get my CDL. I got it. Now there's no ends to the possibilities that can possibly happen, man, with me focusing on my business, right? This was the whole plan. I'm taking my plan step by step. So I already got the first step out the way. The next step is I'm gonna have to go and get some experience over the road for about a month and a half, and then I'll be upgrading and getting my own truck, and we'll see what that's gonna do. I don't know which way I'm gonna go. As far as if I'm gonna lease through Prime or if I'm gonna go and just buy me a truck and try to lease, own or operate with Prime, that's gonna be something that I'm gonna look into more deeply once I get closer to that time frame. But right now, man, just a beautiful feeling, man. I was so determined to do this, and I was able to accomplish it. You know, when you go to Prime and you try to get your truck, get your CDL, you have to go through certain phases. You have to do certain things and be able to accomplish certain things. You have to train hard. You have to stay focused. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't an easy thing. I passed, but I still made a few errors on some of my maneuvers. I don't care about those errors as much as caring about taking the win. I got the win, and the win is ultimately gaining my CDL. I did what's called a trifecta. I passed all the 3 requirements to receive a CDL to become a professional truck driver. The in-cab inspection, the maneuvers, and then also the driving test. So I was able to accomplish all 3 of those things in one day, which is called a trifecta, and I got a bonus, little $250 bonus for being able to achieve that goal. Not everybody can do it. So yeah, man, it's only up from here. I'll check back in with y'all. Ace deuces.